What if you could build your own little crypto business? Maybe a tiny little kingdom at the very beginning that grows into something massive and life-changing. Something that actually kicks off passive income every hour, every day, every week, every month. I think you get the drift. It is possible. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways to get started building your first tiny little crypto kingdom, your own little side business that creates passive income. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to show you the larger framework that what I'm about to show you on my screen fits into so that you can do this over and over again. So be sure and bookmark this, share this with a friend, give me a like and a follow. Step 1, the world of crypto is built on ecosystems. And the ecosystems on a technical level are a bunch of layer 1 blockchains. Layer 1 blockchains are like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, Avalanche. The list goes on. There's quite literally dozens of them, if not hundreds. And they all take up a piece of the pie of the total value locked in all of crypto. So when selecting an ecosystem, you're selecting a blockchain that has liquidity, volume, and I guess hype is another way to think about it. There's a lot going on that chain. And whenever there's a lot going on a specific ecosystem, there's a lot of revenue, or in the world of DeFi, fees that you can earn as income. And if you understand the difference between the primary market and the secondary market, like I talked about in my previous video, then you understand that earning fee revenue is because you now are a primary market liquidity provider. And selecting a great ecosystem, which is our step 1, allows you to be positioned in an environment where there's a lot of volume trading fee revenue to earn. So how do you do that? Well, that leads us to number 2, selecting a DEX. In the world of DeFi, the word DEX represents or stands for decentralized exchange. Decentralized exchanges are quite literally the core pillar to this entire strategy we're talking about. So for my step 1, the ecosystem that I'm selecting for this example is the Sui blockchain ecosystem. Sui is at this time of recording, the 16th largest market cap in all of crypto, and it launched this bull market. So it's never seen a bull market before, which is usually a very bullish and momentous sign. For step 2, selecting the DEX, I'm going with Turbos Finance. And Turbos provides me all of my tiny little kingdom opportunities in the form of liquidity pools. Which leads me to step 3, selecting a pool. Now, what is a pool? Well, a pool is a trading pair where you're providing liquidity, almost as if you are the Federal Reserve Bank yourself, providing liquidity to the decentralized exchange so that they can create swap fees, so that they can facilitate trades and do all of the other decentralized financial utilities that they promise to do. So selecting a pool is really selecting a combination of assets that I want to earn more of and earn from. You can see this fee tier here provides me a small percentage of every time these swaps happen on the decentralized exchange, I'm getting a little piece of that revenue, which equates in some kind of funky calculation to an APR or an APY. And I can also see how much liquidity and how much volume there is so that, kind of like a hydroelectric dam, I know how much water is flowing through the dam so that I know how much energy or how much electricity my tiny little business here in DeFi can create. So when I'm ready to select a pool like this Sui USDC pool, I can click deposit. And here I can see the settings or the parameters that I can set up and really manipulate the annual percentage rate that I'm going to earn through a concentrated liquidity pool. And the concentrated liquidity pool is where I can control the capital efficiency of how my capital is being used. Now, if you compare that to a business or a piece of actual real estate, it's really hard. You don't have that kind of control over the capital efficiency of your money. But here I can quite literally tell Turbos, hey, only use my money between these parameters. And I get to set the deposit amounts, and I also get to use USDC, SUI, or a combination of both of these assets. Once I've made my deposit of liquidity, which by the way is fully liquid, I can pull it out whenever I want it. I can put it back in. I can change pools. I have full control because I'm using a self-custody wallet. And once it's deposited, I'm earning that revenue, that fee revenue, all day long. I can harvest daily. I can harvest weekly, whatever. And that's step 4, selecting your harvest strategy. This is just math. Some people are really, really retentive when it comes to harvesting their compounding interest. You can do this every hour, every day, etc. Some people are very busy with their lifestyles. They have very busy jobs, etc. And so they can just allow it to come. They allow it to accrue for 6 days. And then maybe on the 7th day, they harvest and then recompound. Some people love to harvest every day. It's really up to you. The more often you harvest, the more often you can recompound. Which leads me to the 5th and final step, which is selecting a reinvestment plan. You see, I can deposit, harvest, and recompound my rewards into any of these other pools that I wish to select. Or I can go to other DeFi protocols in the ecosystem of SUI, for example, and supply, let's say, a less volatile lending market and earn a smaller percentage on my deposits rather than the ups and downs of the previous liquidity pool. I can literally be a lender of all of these assets when people want to borrow against them. Or I can go back to Turbo's Finance and use things like LBTC and the WBTC, where there's absolute parity because these are wrapped Bitcoin products that simply travel with Bitcoin. So maybe you just want to accrue more Bitcoin value and use a 10% APR as opposed to a 64% APR or a 400% APR or a 755% APR. The APRs and the APYs are variable. They go up and down based on the total value locked in the particular pool that you're earning from and based on the asset value. So in review, number 1, select an ecosystem. Number 2, select a decentralized exchange. Number 3, select a pool. Number 4, select a harvest strategy. And number 5, select a reinvestment plan. The rest is just letting your money work for you. So let me know in the comments, was this eye-opening? Give me a number 5 if you found this to be helpful or if you discovered something new and possible here in the world of crypto today. And if you want to know how all of this fits together, what I just showed you is a tiny little piece of a tiny little part of the cash flow part of the bigger crypto flywheel method. It's something I teach over at cryptoyall.com. Go hit the big orange button and watch the 12-minute overview video if you want a deeper understanding of what I do to build wealth with crypto without having to become a day trader. And if you like what you see and you want a community, maybe a mentorship of some kind of coaching that's just down to earth, you can schedule a one-on-one video call with me. Like and follow for more.